Hello,
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing perfect as well. Nice to hear from you. So, Rakic, first of all, congrats on your recent win over Thiago Santos. Did that fight go exactly as you were expecting it to? Did everything go a little different? What are your thoughts on that big win?
Thank you. And I'm happy about the win. Uh, I expect a much more aggressive Thiago Santos, like he used to be in his last fights. And I was training for that, but he didn't came out like usual. I think I neutralized his strength with my distance, with the constant pressure forward, and didn't let him do his own thing. And I picked my shots, and it was enough to win the fight. And if he came forward more or more aggressive, the fight would be going different, and I would probably knock him out or take him down and submit him. But he didn't rush so many times forward, and I picked my shots. So yeah, I I didn't expect such a passive Thiago Santos. But anyways, a victory is a victory, and I'm a number two light heavyweight contender for a reason.
Yeah, it felt to me that Thiago wasn't letting it go. Maybe it was the pressure from coming off of back-to-back losses. How did that impact? Did you feel frustrated that you were expecting such an aggressive fighter? Then when you get in there, you're fighting, but he's not fighting back to you.
Yeah, in my camp, we drill this and we spar this so many times. So I had amazing sparrings in ATT Zagreb. Some very good guys, aggressive guys, who are keeping coming forward all the time. So actually, the focus was on aggressive, guy. But yeah, I respect Thiago, and I think you can respect your opponent before the fight and after the fight. But in the cage or in the octagon, I'm not gonna respect you. And I think his problem was that he was maybe respecting me in the cage. That's the reason he let me do my thing, and it was for me like an easy victory because I didn't show I, I show maybe 60% of my skills. I, I was in the best shape of my life. I do every scenario in the fight. I trained so hard and I was ready for everything. But you need always two guys to dance, and yeah. But anyways, like I said, a victory is a victory, and I'm very happy about this. And this is one step closer to the belt that I want so bad.
Yeah, do you think though that it's a problem for you because you were expecting a war in there and maybe you get a knockout over him, you could jump over Glover Teixeira as the next contender, but now he's not fighting. He's not fighting back. He's not aggressive, so you will win a decision. Somewhere you don't come convinced. You see that you should be the next one for the title.
Yeah, the UFC always and the people want always finishes, but sometimes you cannot get the finish, and I don't want to force the finish because if I force the finish, it can go the other way and I can get knocked out. And I worked so hard to be there right now in this spot, and I didn't want to force so much, I want to keep the clean shots, and the knockout come by himself. If you force it, you cannot get it. So, but I'm, we are all top athletes in this division, and one punch can change everything. And I proved to the division that I can knock people out as well. And I didn't show any submissions in the octagon yet, but soon you're gonna see also maybe a submission. You never know, but like I would say, I'm the whole fight. You need to be smart and you need to be focused, and the knockout come by himself, So, yeah, we're gonna see. You're gonna see in the next fight a more aggressive Rakic, But like I said, you need always two guys to dance together. I cannot rush forward and like getting knocked out. So, and Thiago is very strong in the counters, we've been studying him a lot, and I watched so many times the fight Jan, the reigning champion, against Thiago Santos, and basically Jan did this to Thiago. He was rushing forward, and then he got knocked out, and this is where Thiago is very strong. He was waiting for you to rush in and then to see his chances. This was not an option, But anyways, I think I deserve the title, I think I deserve the title shot. If you see realistically, I'm like 7-0 in the UFC. This one loss against Volkan wasn't a loss, and Thiago was the third former title challenger in a row, and I beat all of them. So who else, Who else?
Do you think you should get the title shot ahead of Glover?
I think yes. Why not? I'm young, I'm hungry, I'm motivated, and yeah. And I'm here to stay. And I told also Dana White, after the fight, I'm going to be your new guy and a new face, the light heavyweight division. I'm going to dominate the division for long. And you're going to see every fight a better Aleksandar Rakic.
Jan Blachowicz is the new UFC champion after Jones vacated the belt to move up to heavyweight. But you don't seem to see him as this new face of the light heavyweight division. Do you think that what do you think a fighter must do to fill those shoes? So like Jon Jones was the greatest of all time for a lot of people. He dominated this division for a long time. What do you think a fighter should do to become the new face of the division?
I think every champion is their own face for the division. And I think Jan is now the face of the light heavyweight division. He did an amazing job, winning the title against Reyes, knocking him out. And now beating Israel Adesanya, the middleweight champion, and beat him and give him the first loss. And he did a very good fight. He did a very smart fight. And I see improvements in Jan's game. We all know he's a good wrestler and grappler, and also the striking, he improved a lot. And I think right now he's the face of the light heavyweight division because he's the champion, like Jon was before, but I say the face, that means that I'm going to be the champion soon, and I'm going to stay for long, and I'm going to defend the title for long. And man, my quality in the camp and the details, what we are doing, and my team, this is on another level, I wish you guys can come and see this, how we work, We are professional, like 100%, and we work on every detail. And just a matter of time when I'm going to be the champion.
The UFC hasn't made it official yet if Glover is getting the next shot. If they go that direction, are you considering being a backup fighter for that type of fight, or you just want a full camp focus on someone instead of being like a plan B?
I mean, if the UFC make it official, Glover and Jan, of course, I want to be the backup fight, because we live now in this area where is COVID and everything can happen and everything can change in 1 second. So, of course, I would love to be the backup fight. It's a big opportunity for me. But if not, I would love to fight for the title. And I think I proved to everyone, that I'm deserving that. I'm unbeaten in the UFC, and just a matter of time. But if the UFC comes to me with a backup fight for Glover and Jan, yes, I will jump in, of course.
Mm-hmm. In November is going to be your 10-year anniversary as an MMA fighter. How special it is to look back at this 10-year journey and see yourself now in this position, the number 2 ranked in the UFC light heavyweight division, on the cusp of fighting for a world title?
Yeah, I mean, the last 10 years was very hard. I've been working my ass off. I came from kickboxing to MMA like 10 years ago. I had some success in kickboxing, and then starting my MMA career with the first loss, it was like I couldn't believe this, and then I really worked my ass off, and I had really two serious injuries, and coming back from these injuries and working my way up and make it to the UFC, and then now we are here 4 years in the UFC and we are, number 2 ranked. It's amazing journey, but this journey is still not over, and it's nice to think on this, to see the past, but man, the future, my time is the future, and I'm gonna come for everybody who they put in front of me, because I know I have this mindset and I have this ability to be the champion and to be a champion for long. I'm, like I say, I'm young, I'm hungry, I'm on fire, and I think I represent the MMA sport in the best way.
How big it is for Europe to have 2 of the 3 best light heavyweights in the UFC today?
Absolutely. I mean, it's very, very important because MMA is pretty big in Europe, but still not on this level like US, or maybe Brazil. And there in the US market is very big, and everybody knows MMA. Here in Europe is still some countries, they don't know what the sport is. And I think we have some great fighters from Europe. Now we have Jan, he's a champion. We had Gustafsson, we have Conor McGregor, and some other very good names. Now they have me, and I think the Europeans are gonna come now, and for sure in the future they're gonna be more champions from Europe. Yeah.
You're from Austria and Blachowicz from Poland. Sorry if I'm asking a dumb question here, but is there a weird relationship between the countries, given his history, or it's just in the past and today people don't really care about that?
I think they don't care about it. I mean, I live in Austria. I'm actually from Serbia. My parents are from Serbia, and I'm Serbian. I'm representing this country. I live here in Vienna, and I'm very happy to live here. And Poland is not far away, but I think it's it's nothing else. We sometimes, some teammates of mine going to Poland and train there. They have also some good fighters there, some good grappling, and yeah. I mean, we are very close, and Europe is, everything is very close, so you can go everywhere to have quality training. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at your fighting history, your record, and all that, and I was looking over at Taptopology yesterday, and I saw something super weird about a fight you were scheduled to do in Sarajevo a few years ago, and there it's listed that the fight was canceled due to phone threats towards you and your family. First and foremost, I hope everything went okay and wasn't something serious. But what really happened there?
I mean, this was a long story, but everything, everything is good, and this was a mistake by my white manager at this time, and yeah, I mean, I never accept the fight. Someone else accept the fight. Then he saw that he made a mistake, and then he need to say something, and that's the reason he said this, But yeah, anyways, it's a long time, this passed away, and yeah.
I got it. It's better than the what's reading there was really scary reading that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, we live in a very safe country, I think, in Europe, and I mean, not in only Austria, in whole Europe is very secure, and yeah, no problem for it all.
Yeah, going back to the UFC and going back to Jon Jones, he's seizing this heavyweight debut against the new champion Francis Ngannou. Do you think he has what it takes to defeat Ngannou and become the UFC champion at heavyweight?
Jon is a very smart fighter, and his fight IQ is very good. And he's gonna probably study Francis for a long time now, and he gonna when the fight is happen, you're gonna see Jon gonna use everything, every weakness what Francis has, Jon gonna do it. He's gonna. I don't know how he gonna feel in the heavyweight division. I saw he put some weight on. He's like 114 kilos. you need to move this weight, and if you never fought this, it needs it needs time, to get used to this weight, to move with this weight, to spar with, to hitting mitts, and to have the conditioning for 5 rounds. I think this matchup would be very interesting, because Francis is a monster, he's a champion, and he knocked out Stipe, It's a crazy power that this man has, and in the other way, Jon is a very smart fighter, so it's going to be very interesting, And I think if the fight goes to distance, I see Jon winning that fight, But like we saw last weekend, one jab or one left hand from Francis and the lights are out, So I see this fight like 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting because the odds just came out and Francis Ngannou is favored. Would that surprise you since you see it's 50-50?
This I hear now the first time. I mean, could be because we never saw Jon in a heavyweight division. That's the reason maybe he's the underdog there. But yeah, it's very interesting. Let's see when the fight's gonna happen, So it's very good for the promotion and very good for the UFC, to promote this.
Yeah, it's very good. But Jon Jones is on social media day after day now complaining that the UFC doesn't seem to be willing to pay him what he thinks he should be paid for such a mega fight. Do you think he has a point that for asking more money to fight, to move up in weights after his history, a light heavyweight to go for a second belt, especially against someone that like Ngannou, that would be such a massive fight for the UFC?
Absolutely, man. Jon did everything, what he did in the octagon. I think he defend the title 13 times in the light heavyweight. Man, nobody did this in the light heavyweight, man. And he's unbeaten, And he's really, I understand him completely. And if I look back, if Conor McGregor can get like more money, or Khabib can get more money, why he cannot get more money? It's a different weight class. It's a heavyweight division. It's not the light heavyweight division. And he's fighting Francis, a scary guy. Of course, I would ask the same. And I understand him. I understand him completely. And yeah.
Is it fighting a heavyweight an option for you in the future, or 205 is your weight?
Absolutely, man. I have still business to do in the light heavyweight division, and if after I became the champion in the light heavyweight division, I'm gonna move to the heavyweight division because I am a natural heavyweight. I'm tall. I have the reach, and I think when I move to the heavyweight division, I'm gonna be probably one of the fastest and the best movement, in the heavyweight division. And yeah, just the training, how I train, how I hitting mates, how I grapple, how I wrestle, I used to move like a middleweight, or like a welterweight. So it's gonna be a big advantage for me.
Have you ever fought as a heavyweight early in your MMA career or in kickboxing?
No, never. I fought only light heavyweight, and even in kickboxing, I fought like even lower. But now, after the age and after you're getting older, you gain more weight, you gain more muscle. I mean, this is an option, and I'm gonna go to my prime now. I'm still not there, but I'm gonna go, and next year I'm gonna turn 30. So it's just a matter of time. I mean, cutting weight is not a big problem for me because I cut weight very good, and my weight cut, I don't even need a sauna, or I don't need to even do a hot bath. I cut my pounds like with food and sauna suit and heating mitts. That's it. But anyways, I want also to test myself in the heavyweight division. I think I can do. I can have very good success there.
I think that it's a big jump when you think you're fighting like at 205 and at heavyweight, someone can weight over 265. It's not like regular weight classes when you're like 10 or 15 pounds over the other one. So you have to do a lot of changes to be able to be competitive and become a champion one day at heavyweight when moving from 205, right?
Absolutely. And, I never have an off season, but, after the fight, you want to eat, you want to celebrate a little bit, and the first trainings after a couple of days of rest, of course you have more weight, and then, I gain weight fast, but I can lose also very fast. So, in one point I was like 112 kilos. This was like, for a heavyweight, this is a perfect weight, and I felt very good in this time, and yeah, why not? If I move to heavyweight, I'm not gonna be for sure not a small heavyweight, I'm gonna put some muscle, some mass, but you're gonna see a very explosive, a very fast Aleksandar Rakic.
You definitely got me excited for this. Imagine the future of you at a heavyweight there. Sir, thank you very much for the time, and good luck in the future. Hope you get a title shot when your time comes.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All the best.